China is a country that is filled with thrilling things to do, and today we are at one of the most thrilling theme parks in the country. We are at Chimelong Paradise theme park that's in Guangzhou, and this one is meant to be for all of the adrenaline junkies out there, and today that's us.
We absolutely love theme parks, and supposedly from everything we read online, this is the theme park to come to if you're looking to get your blood pumping, go on some big roller coasters, some big thrilling rides, and that's the reason we have chose to come to this one today. So today's mission is to go on every single ride in this park. That is what I want to go on first today. So the theme park's called the Chimelong Paradise, but Chimelong doesn't just have this theme park. They have 3 different locations, I believe. They have the theme park, which we're in at the moment. They have a water park, which is just literally right beside the theme park area, which is a whole separate area you buy a ticket for, which is meant to be incredible, by the way. We might need to go and check that out in another day. And then they also have a safari park, which is also meant to be incredible. I know the theme park was the first of the 3 locations that came about, and then they slowly added the other areas. And I believe they have become a lot more popular than the theme park itself. But the theme park's the one we wanted to go to. As we said, it's meant to be one of China's most thrilling, and we're here to find out if it is. And we love a good thrill. Something else we've expected today is that we're probably going to have to queue a long time for a lot of these rides. Obviously, because this is a theme park in China, it's probably going to be super busy. However, we were pleasantly surprised when we came in through the gates this morning that we actually got in straight away, and we were here only about 30 minutes after it opened. The park so far looks relatively empty. However, the first queue that we have just got into for that roller coaster that I just showed you is called the dive coaster. It literally goes straight down and dives down. The queue time says 70 minutes. So the first one's going to be a bit of a wait.
Okay, so we are moving. We have just moved into the inside area, which we still have to queue for a little bit longer. We still have to queue for a little bit longer, but the fact that we've got in here so quickly, I was expecting that part out there to last longer. And look, the roller coaster's right there. So we have made it to nearly the top of the queue. That was so much quicker than we were expecting to. However, now that we've made it to the top, we've realized that we can't take you with us. We're gonna have to leave the camera behind, but this is what it looks like.
Oh my god, ride 1 was incredible. That was honestly such a blast and an absolute adrenaline rush indeed. We're just watching it go up here as well. If we have time, we are definitely going back to that one again. That is wicked. There's a big theme park in the UK called Alton Towers that we used to love to go to, and there's a ride in it called Oblivion that's very similar to this. It's just a huge big drop down, completely gets the blood going. What a rush that was. And honestly, the queue, we were really surprised, wasn't too bad at all. So we're heading to our next ride now, which is another coaster, a smaller one, Young Star coaster, this one's called. And it's more of like a wee train ride, not as much of a rush, but still looks pretty good. That's what we like to see, 5-minute wait time.
And we are straight on to this one. We're not getting the front row this time though. Did no one mention that we got the front row on the last big ride? Did you tell them that? We got the front row.
No.
It was so good. We were like, please. And the queue literally stopped right in front of us.
We got very lucky. Okay, so for this one we can bring our bag and our camera and our water and everything on. So I think that says a lot about how thrilling this ride's going to be.
Hats off, however.
I feel like this one's much more chill vibes. A wee bit taking it easy, you're not going as high, not going as fast. But getting a nice view around the park. That's
one thing I do love about roller coasters though. You get such a good view of like the surrounding
An
area.
overview everywhere, yeah. Whoa.
Well, behind you, Phil.
Hey!
actually pretty good.
I love your hair.
It's the windswept look.
That one was actually pretty fun to be fair. That was really good. Underestimated that one. That was very good. Oh, so this has made me a wee bit sad. So right over here behind me is the log flume for the theme park. The one roller coaster where you get wet on. And when I say a roller coaster, like not really a roller coaster. Typical log flume ride, you sit in like a big like boat style thing. You go up on like a roller coaster style lift. You come down, you splash into the water, everybody gets wet. And it's completely shut down today. It is dry, there's not any water at all in it. And today it is super, super warm. You can probably see the sweat literally teeming down me and Aisling. So we were actually really looking forward to that one, to getting cooled down. So that's a bit unfortunate. So hopefully the rest of the rides are open here. Hopefully nothing else is closed, but we're gonna have to wait and see as we make our way through the park. We'll figure it out. Ashley's just come across some big Oreos.
I think this ride is sponsored by Oreo. Twist it, lick it, dunk it.
We love Oreos, let's go.
Look, it's big Oreo thing.
You are a bloody Oreo.
I love them.
So it actually turns out theme parks in China seem to be super inexpensive. Our tickets today were 260 yuan. So that's around £26 sterling, which is for nothing. That is the per person price normally. However, me and Aisling's got super, super lucky and jammy. We were able to get a 2-for-1 deal online on trip.com for today. This isn't a sponsored ad, but we got a 2-for-1 deal. So both of us have got in here today for £26 or 260 yuan. And that is for nothing. That is honestly buttons for a theme park. But we want to check out, is it worth the full price ticket? 260 yuan per person. Coming to a theme park for a day seems like nothing, but we don't know what a theme park's like in China. It might not be that great. However, we have a sneaky suspicion this one's going to be pretty good. And as we said earlier, this is meant to be the most thrilling and kind of adventurous, adrenaline junkie theme park in the whole of China. So we're going to test that out today and see if it really is, and we'll let you know at the end of this video. Plus, whenever we got here, because we booked our tickets online, our ID was actually our ticket to get in. So once we got up to the top of the queue and we were coming in, and there was very little of a queue, as we said earlier as well, we handed over our passports, they scanned them, they took down our passport numbers, our online tickets popped up in their system, and straight away we went. IDs and passports are used for everything here in China, whether you're booking a train, your hotel, your activities, whatever it is, you need your passport for everything. It is honestly just, it's a great system in my opinion, but just make sure if you're coming to China, you need to carry your passport everywhere.
Look over here, we've got a kids paradise area, which seems to be a full indoor something. Let's go have a look. Ooh, feel that air kind of hitting you. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, they got a full kids area.
This looks to just be like a full indoor play area. We've got loads of like ball pits and slides and small little roundy bites.
I don't think they're going to let you in this one here.
I don't think they will. Will they let me on the slide though?
Maybe.
This seems to be a place though that a lot of people are coming for a good old cool down, which I don't
It's what we
them.
need, yeah.
Maze of Merge.
This could get pretty trippy. We could be here all day doing this.
Where do we go? This way?
Oh, here, this is a...
Oh,
no.
Yay!
Go on. Oh, that wasn't too bad. It's like magic. So whenever we go away for a day trip, we always make sure to come prepared with plenty of snacks. Me and Aisling are snacky people. We love just to be nibbling away at something. But today we've come maybe slightly over-prepared. This entire backpack that I'm carrying all day is literally just filled with food and snacks to eat and to drink whenever it's literally falling out of the bag. To eat and drink whenever we're standing in the queues. Look at this, it's literally just like falling out everywhere. Today we have brought quite a lot of stuff, and it wasn't until I was packing the bag this morning that I realised we've packed for a full family of 6 people to come here for the day. And the park only opens from 10 in the morning until 6 p.m. in the evening, so it's not even as if it's like a really long day. But something tells me we'll not go hungry. So we've stopped here and we're having a wee snack at the moment. We picked up some Chinese, we call it pizza bread. It's like a flatbread with chili on it. It's absolutely fine. We're having a wee snack in this at the moment. We've got ourselves a few coffees to give us a wee booster because we've been up from early this morning. And then I think I want to go on this big ride right over here.
Next up, we have the Skyrocket. accidentally nearly went in the express queue there. I think I wouldn't be too long until they turned me around. But it is worth mentioning that you can buy express tickets that get you all the way to the front and you don't have to do any of these queues. But I don't think it's worth it at this time because this is all right. There is definitely more of a queue for this one, but we're underneath the roof. There's fans going. I can do this.
So this next one better be worth the wait. We have now been in this queue for well over an hour and we still have quite a wee bit to go to get to the top of this section, and then I have a sneaky suspicion when we get past this section we go into another inside queue, but like look at it behind me, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and this is only our second of the 4 big coasters that's in the park, so we still have another 2 we want to do today, so it's going to take us a wee while. No, not mine. This girl behind me thought I had dropped an earring, but it's like a nice wee pearl earring. I think it doesn't really suit me. Holy shit, is about the only word I can say.
My mouth is literally, my stomach is in my mouth.
The Skyrocket again. We couldn't take the camera on with us. We tried to that time and the woman took it off us straight away.
But
and you know
I'm
what?
glad she did.
I'm so glad she did because we did not expect that to go the way it did. We didn't even watch that one before we got on it, to be honest with you. And that one completely through our stomachs into her chest.
Basically what it does is like goes back and forth through like a tunnel, but it does mega loops.
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah, that was insane.
Oh my god, crazy.
I think I might need a minute after that one.
Crazy, but you know what? Even though that one does a lot of loops, the one we're heading to next is the one I've been most looking forward to. The next one is, I believe, a record-breaking roller coaster. It does 10 loops in one coaster. Yay. So that one, I'm a wee bit more excited for than actually. Yet again, that was another wicked roller coaster. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. Ashleen's taking a wee seat. It was a wee bit too rough on her stomach. She needs a wee bit of a time out. But we're walking around a bit more of the park and a bit more of this area. And unfortunately, more and more things seem to be closed. Like there was a big theatre there, it's closed. There's this whole section over here beside me. I don't really know what it is. Maybe some sort of show or something that happens as well, and it's completely closed. And yeah, more and more things just seem to not be operating, which is a wee bit disappointing. Maybe that's the reason the tickets were on sale.
It's so funny, there are girls just dotted everywhere that have clearly been defeated by the theme park today. They're sitting in wee corners on park benches with their heads in their arms and they're like, oh. I feel like they have just decided whoever they're with, they've told them to go on, have a good day, and you can find me here later on.
Well, I think it looks like we're not going to succeed in our mission to go on all the rides today. We're very slowly running out of time. We spent most of the day in queues, which is what we expected. I think I was a wee bit ambitious earlier on whenever I decided I was going to try and go on everything. We're probably going to get in about half of the rides, and that's only the ones that's opened. Like if they were all opened, there's not a chance I would get through them all. But in saying that, there hasn't been a bad one yet. Even though this is a theme park, it feels kind of strange because there's no real theme throughout the place. It's a wee bit random in a sense that I feel like they've just kind of taken a few of like the best rides that you would get in maybe European and American theme parks. They've kind of threw them in here with a couple of like kid style rides. And it's just a bit of a like a big fun fair, kind of, more so than a real proper theme park. I just don't feel like there's any theme, there's no link, there's no connection between any of the rides, any of the areas. Most other theme parks you go to, there's specific areas, you know, that all have and follow one theme. It's just not the case here. So yeah, that's kind of a wee bit odd and unusual. In saying that, we're having an absolute blast. Like, I don't think I could come to a theme park and have a bad day. And we are about to go to a show. This place does lots and lots of different shows and they run all throughout the day. However, like a lot of the rides today, most of the shows aren't actually on at the moment for whatever reason, I don't know. But there is one happening now in 5 minutes that is on, and I believe it's like the main big show that happens in the park. I think it's a bit of a parade kind of style. So we're gonna go and check it out. And maybe it'll give a bit more of like a connection and a link to the whole entire theme park. But what I will say is that there is speakers throughout the whole place and there's actually some really good music playing. It's giving a real good positive upbeat vibe and it makes it a really enjoyable place to kind of walk around. There isn't a lot of shade. That is something that I have spotted.
However, in saying that, they have a lot of like spray mist machines everywhere in the queues, like even just in these like general spaces coming out into the crowds, and they are
massively appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So even though this is meant to be a thrilling theme park, it actually has loads for kids and families as well. It's a bit of an all-rounder no matter what age you are. And I would say, to be honest, there's probably as many kids attractions as there is kind of bigger ones. So it's suited literally to all ages. And of course there's loads of like pretty photograph areas where you can go and get all your photographs. That seems to be a big thing throughout a lot of places we've been to in China, is like Instagrammable locations. And it's something not even just in China, like all through your travels in Southeast Asia, there's always these big Instagrammable locations everywhere. Like this area I'm walking through right now is just, it's nothing essentially. It's just a big location where you can come and snap a few pictures. There's no shop, doesn't seem to be any shows or anything that goes on here. There might be, I don't know, but at the moment there's nothing. There's no signs for any anyway. So I'm assuming it's just a big pretty picture location. There was one other roller coaster I did want to go on. It was like a motorbike roller coaster. You sit in like a wee bike, some sort of wee bike, and it's meant to be really, really good. I was doing lots of like reading up on all the coasters, all the attractions last night, and again, man, it's closed today, unfortunately, which is a bit of a bummer. But look, we crack on. There's more for us to see, more for us to do, and even though all these things are closed, I reckon we probably still are going to run out of time later on, and we probably won't even get on all the open attractions. But we'll wait and see how we get on.
I knew there had to be bumping cars somewhere. Want to go on the bumping cars?
Ooh, maybe. What's the queue like? Let's go see.
We need to assess that first. Oh, it looks quite long actually. The bumping cars is one that's accessible for everyone in the family, no matter who you are. You can go on the bumping cars. But I've been on the bumping cars before. I'm not missing anything. Feel like I'm at a concert. I'll translate for you. He's saying, give it up for the girls. Woo!
也让大家呢对我们有一个更多的了解。那我们先请出团队当中的小九，向我们大家介绍一下。
I thought it was fabulous. Don't mind him. Here you can see that Owen is mentally preparing himself, and he is prepared. Lift off.
Well, I don't know if that one was worth the wait, to be honest with you. That one was just like a straight up, very slowly twisting around, got a beautiful view out over the park, and then just whoo, one shot down. And then it was done. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to go like up and down and up and down. Didn't really do what I expected. Probably not worth a half an hour wait, that one. Whew, so we have just bounced off our final ride of today. And again, that was pretty goddamn amazing. A wee bit of a sore stomach after that one. We need to take a wee rest. Ashley's having a wee seat already. But today has been a blast. This theme park has been wicked. It has been a wee bit disappointing that not all the rides have been open. That's just been very unfortunate. We've experienced that in a lot of theme parks. That's not just something that's happened here. Happens in lots and lots of places, and it's currently not the peak season, so I suppose that's another reason. Maybe it's just they just don't open them all unless it's like peak buzzing time. I don't know. Is the theme park worth the money? I don't know, debatable. It is definitely worth what we paid. We got the 2-for-1 offer and it's 100% worth that. If everything was open and running, all of the rides were active, I would say yes, it was definitely worth the money. If I had paid the full price ticket and came today with only like maybe just over half of the things going, I'd have probably been a bit disappointed, a wee bit raging, to be honest with you. But overall, fantastic day, and as I said earlier, I think me and Aisling could go to the worst theme park in the world and still make it an amazing day. We just absolutely love theme parks. So let us know down in the comments below. Do you like theme parks? Would you like to come to this one? Is there any better ones in China that we should go and check out? Where's the best theme park you've ever been to? I want to know, because we want to hit up a few more as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll join us again next week for another video. See you later.